is a trap almost everyone falls into. A trap we are trained to walk into from the moment we are children. A trap so subtle, so well packaged, so socially accepted, that we don't even question it. It's called the job trap. Not because having a job is bad, not because jobs aren't necessary, not because work isn't honorable, but because most people spend their entire lives believing something that has never been true. If I work hard enough at my job, I'll eventually become financially free. But look around. People work harder, yet feel poorer. People earn more, yet save less. People hustle from 9 to 5, yet never escape the cycle. This isn't happening because people are lazy, or irresponsible, or lacking ambition. No, it's happening because jobs were never designed to make individuals wealthy. They were designed to keep society functioning, but not to create personal financial freedom. Today, I'm going to show you why. Your job cannot make you rich. What the wealthy understand that the average person doesn't. And the one shift, the unless you do this, that changes everything. By the end of this video, you'll never look at income the same way again. To understand why jobs don't create wealth, you have to understand where jobs came from. Let's go back 150 years. During the Industrial Revolution, the world needed three things: obedient workers, predictable labor, people who followed instructions without questioning. So the education system was created to produce exactly that. Sit in rows, follow orders, memorize, don't challenge authority, don't take risks, don't fail, and above all, trade your time for money. This structure worked beautifully for companies, not individuals. It created millions of reliable workers, but it also conditioned people to believe the only way to earn money is to work for someone else. Generations grew up thinking this was normal, even honorable, even safe. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The system you were trained for no longer exists. We live in a completely different economy. AI is automating tasks. Companies are hiring globally. Layoffs are normal. Job security is an illusion. Salaries do not keep up with inflation. The cost of living rises faster than wages. And the wealth gap grows every year. But people still follow the old script. They still cling to a system created for a world that disappeared decades ago. Let's break this down clearly and honestly. Here are 7 reasons your job can never make you wealthy, no matter how hard you work. Reason number 1, you trade time for money. This is the biggest trap. If your income stops when your time stops, you're in a system that has a hard limit. You can't scale time, you can't duplicate yourself. You can't work 40 hours and get paid for 200. Wealth requires leverage. Jobs don't offer leverage. Reason number 2, you're paid just enough to stay. Companies don't pay you to become rich. They pay you just enough so you don't leave. That is the economic structure. Not good, not bad, just the reality. Reason number 3, your income is capped. Your salary has a range, a limit, a ceiling, a predictable annual increase, usually below inflation. Meanwhile, rent goes up, food goes up, gas goes up. Everything goes up except your paycheck. Mathematically, this system cannot lead to wealth. Reason number 4, jobs protect you from risk, and therefore reward. Salary equals stability, but stability comes at a cost. No risk, no upside. The wealthy accept controlled risks. Employees are trained to avoid them. Reason number 5, taxes. Punish earned income. This part hurts. Earned income, your salary, is taxed at the highest rate in almost every country. Meanwhile, investments. Businesses' assets are taxed far less. The system literally rewards people who own assets and penalizes those who only earn wages. Reason number 6. Jobs take your prime energy. Most people come home too drained to learn new skills, build a business, start a side income, invest, grow. They give the best hours of their lives to someone else's dream. They leave nothing for their own. Reason number 7. Jobs condition you to be dependent. Financially dependent, mentally dependent, emotionally dependent. You wait for a paycheck, a raise, a promotion, permission. Meanwhile, wealthy people create opportunities instead of waiting for them. At this point in the video, the viewer is starting to feel the truth, clearly and uncomfortably. And that's exactly where the turning point begins. If you've ever wondered why wealthy people think differently about money, it comes down to one fundamental idea. The rich don't think in terms of effort. They think in terms of leverage. Let me explain. Most people see income as something they earn with time. 1 hour worked equals 1 hour paid. Wealthy people see income as something they build with assets, skills, and systems. To the average person, money is linear. To the wealthy, money is exponential. Here are the 4 mindset shifts that change everything. Shift number 1. My time is valuable, but it's not my only source of income. Employees exchange time for money. Entrepreneurs, investors, and creators exchange ideas, systems, assets, knowledge, creativity, leverage. Their money works even when they don't. Shift number 2. I don't need permission to earn more. Employees wait for approval, a raise, a promotion, a bonus. Wealthy people create income, a product, a service, a skill, a digital asset, an investment. Their income depends on action, not permission. Shift number 3. Saving protects me, investing grows me. Most people only save. The wealthy invest relentlessly. Stocks, index funds, real estate, online businesses, intellectual property, brand assets. They plant seeds while most people wait for the right moment. Shift number 4. Stability is not security. Ownership is security. This is the hardest one to accept. People believe having a job means being safe. But how safe is it? If someone else can end your income with one email, true security comes from ownership. Your skills, your business, your brand, your investments, your network, your knowledge. A job can be taken away. Your growth can't. At this point, viewers start realizing wealth is not about escaping hard work. It's about building leverage. And now we introduce the heart of the video. There are only 3 ways people become wealthy: legally, ethically, and sustainably. Every millionaire, every billionaire, every financially free person used one or more of these 3 paths. The good news? Anyone can start them today. Before you build wealth, you must build value. High-income skills are skills that earn $50, $200 per hour or more. Not from degrees, not from luck, from capability. Examples: sales, digital marketing, software development, design, video editing, public speaking, coaching, data analysis, project management. Why does this create wealth? Because you're no longer limited by job titles. You can freelance or start your own business. Companies pay for results, not hours. You can increase your income fast. High-income skills give you financial breathing room, so you can invest, save, and build. If high-income skills create the engine, and business creates acceleration, investing creates inevitable wealth. Investments include index funds, ETFs, dividend stocks, real estate, REITs, crowd-funded businesses, crypto, small allocation, long-term only. Here's the shocking truth. You don't become rich by working. You become rich by owning. Owning shares, owning assets, owning equity, owning cash-flowing property, owning digital intellectual property. Wealth is not earned, wealth is owned. Real-life success stories. People who escaped the job trap. These are not billionaires, not celebrities, not viral influencers, just ordinary people who escaped the system because they understood one thing: a job can support you, but it will never set you free. Here are the most powerful examples. A 26-year-old woman from India worked a $500 a month call center job. No savings, no degree, no connections. One day she learned copywriting. Within 18 months, she earned $7,000 a month freelancing, built an agency, hired 2 assistants, invested in index funds, built her first $100,000. Her job didn't change her life. One skill did. The teacher who became financially free. Through YouTube. A public school teacher began posting YouTube videos teaching simple math tricks for students. Her first checks were $30, then $120, then $900. Today, her channel earns over $25,000 a month. Her old salary was $38,000 a year. She now invests aggressively. She owns digital assets watched worldwide. One passion she shared with the world created more income than 10 years of teaching. The restaurant worker who built a real estate portfolio. A waiter worked 14-hour shifts. He saved aggressively. He bought one small property at 26, then another, then another. By 40, he owned 22 rental units, had $14,000 a month cash flow, retired early. Lived the life he once served to others. Again, not luck, ownership. The 52-year-old corporate manager who started over. She worked in a corporate job for 30 years, burned out, underpaid, overlooked. She started a simple online consulting business. Within 2 years, she replaced her income. She no longer works for anyone. She became an investor. She rebuilt her life from zero, proof that it's never too late. Why small, boring actions make you richer than big, flashy dreams? Most people believe wealth comes from one dramatic moment, a perfect business idea, a life-changing investment, a sudden breakthrough. But in reality, wealth hides inside the small, repeatable, boring actions that almost no one pays attention to. Think about it. Checking your expenses weekly, investing a fixed amount every month, reading 10 pages of a finance book every night, creating a digital product slowly over 6 months, building your skills in small increments, saving your first $100 instead of dreaming of $100,000. None of these things feel big. None of these things feel rich. None of these things get applause. But these are the actions that separate the financially free from the financially trapped. Here's the truth most people never hear. Small habits create momentum, and momentum creates wealth. Look at the world's most successful investors. Warren Buffett. He didn't wake up rich. It took him 10 years to make his first 300,000, 25 years to reach 1,000,000, 60 plus years to reach $100 billion. He didn't get wealthy quickly. He got wealthy by staying consistent longer than anyone else. Ronald Read. A janitor who invested small amounts month after month. He never chased trends. He never tried to get rich quick. He simply stayed consistent. When he passed away, he left behind $8 million. Consistency beats intensity. Slow beats fast, if you never stop. The mistake most people make is this. They underestimate what they can build in 5 years, but overestimate what they can build in 5 minutes. Your job won't make you rich, but your daily habits, those will change your entire life. Every financially successful person makes one choice that changes everything. It's not choosing the perfect investment. It's not choosing the perfect business idea. It's not choosing the perfect time. It is simply choosing this. I will not depend on a single source of income ever again. That decision cracks the money trap open. Because this is the truth. Your employer controls your salary. Your employer controls your time. Your employer controls your raises. Your employer controls your future. But the moment you create a second source of income, no matter how small, you change the equation. Let's illustrate it clearly. Income stream number 1, your job. Fixed, limited, controlled by someone else. Dependent on the economy, stable but capped. Income stream number 2, something you own. Can grow without limits, not tied to someone else's approval. Scales with your effort. Makes money even when you sleep, gives you leverage. People think having a second income means launching a huge business. But that's not true. Sometimes it's simple. Selling digital templates, offering a small service, teaching something you know, investing $50 a month, reselling products, creating content, building a tiny online store, freelancing skills you already have. The amount doesn't matter. What matters is the shift. You stop being powerless. You stop being dependent. You stop being trapped. This single shift from I rely on my job to I rely on myself turns workers into investors, employees into creators, and dreamers into doers. It puts your financial destiny back in your hands. And every wealthy, free, financially independent person you admire made this decision long before they made their first big dollar. There comes a moment, quiet, private, sometimes painful, when you realize you're meant for more. It often happens at night, after a long day at work, when you feel drained and yet strangely wide awake. You stare at the ceiling and think, is this really it? Is this what the next 20 years will look like? Am I supposed to just survive instead of live? This moment is not weakness. It is awakening. It is the moment you stop lying to yourself. The moment you finally see that your potential is bigger than your paycheck. Your dreams are bigger than your routine. Your future is bigger than your current circumstances. This is the point of no return, where you no longer accept the life you've been settling for. Some people ignore this moment. They bury it under distractions, entertainment, excuses, but others rise. They take the uncomfortable step. They study money. They invest even when they feel scared. They build a small side income. They say yes to growth and no to fear. And one day, without even noticing, everything changes. The job that once controlled your life becomes optional. Your salary becomes just one small line in your financial picture. Your dreams stop being dreams. They become plans. And your future stops being uncertain. It becomes inevitable. You become financially free not the day you quit your job, but the day you outgrow the old version of yourself. Break the trap before it breaks you. If there's one thing I want you to take from this video, it's this. Your job was never designed to make you rich. It was designed to keep you comfortable enough not to leave. But your dreams, your potential, your future, those were designed for something far greater. You don't need millions to start. You don't need permission. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to make one decision. I refuse to stay trapped. Take the next step. Build a second income. Invest something, anything. Learn the skills your future self will thank you for. Bet on your own growth. One step at a time, one habit at a time, one small win at a time. Because the richest thing you will ever own is not money. It is control over your life. The world is shifting. Opportunities are everywhere. The middle class is disappearing, and the future belongs to the people who move now, not later. So move, build, invest. Become the version of yourself who no longer needs permission to live freely. And when you look back one day, you'll realize that the moment you chose to escape the money trap was the moment your real life finally began. If you're ready to break the money trap and build the life you deserve, tap subscribe. One click today could change every tomorrow.